All right, let's dive into something we all face, healthy aging.
Healthy aging.
And before you think, oh no, not another lecture on eating your veggies,
Right.
I promise this deep dive is going to be packed with a bunch of surprising insights.
Yeah.
We're going to be exploring this healthy lifestyle behaviors information tool. It's from the National Initiative for Care of the Elderly in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's basically like a cheat sheet for living well as we get older. I bet you'll learn something new.
I bet so too.
Like, for example, did you know that, your social life can impact how well you manage stress?
Really?
Uh-huh. And even, how well you stick to medical advice.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're going to be unpacking all that today.
That's fascinating. What I think is so interesting about this is it's not just about adding years to your life, but adding life to your years.
Hmm.
And it's a myth that healthy habits only matter when you're young.
Oh, okay.
This guide is packed with evidence that even if you start making these changes later in life, you'll still see benefits.
So encouraging. I love that. I am all about, finding actionable steps rather than just feeling completely overwhelmed by what I should be doing.
Yeah.
And what I love about this guide is it's not culturally specific.
Okay.
The science applies to everyone.
That's great.
Yeah, and it breaks down healthy aging into 4 key areas, kind of like the 4 pillars of well-being.
I like that, the 4 pillars.
Yeah, and it's physical activity, healthy eating, social engagement, and stress management. Makes you realize it's about way more than just hitting the gym.
Right. Absolutely. And each pillar impacts the others. They're all interconnected, creating this holistic approach to well-being.
Okay.
Let's take physical activity, for example. It's not just marathon training. It's any movement that gets you out of being sedentary.
Oh, okay.
Gardening, cooking, even dancing around the house. It all counts.
Oh, okay. That makes me feel better already.
I love a good kitchen dance party.
So it's not about being an Olympian. It's just about moving more.
Exactly. And the benefits go way beyond just weight management. Regular activity, even gentle movement, can help manage existing health conditions, not just prevent future ones.
Oh, wow.
I've seen incredible improvements in older adults who incorporate even small amounts of movement into their day.
Yeah, that reminds me of my neighbor. She started doing water aerobics after being diagnosed with arthritis.
Oh, wow.
She used to struggle to even walk down the street. Now she's practically dancing. It's amazing what a little movement can do.
It's inspiring.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about healthy eating.
Yeah.
I feel like this is where a lot of people get tripped up.
Yeah.
It's easy to get caught up in fad diets, but this guide brings us back to the basics.
Okay.
And it points out a pretty alarming trend. The rise of processed foods has directly contributed to the increase in a lot of health problems we see today.
Oh, interesting.
So what's the antidote? Eating more like our ancestors did. The Mediterranean diet, for example,
Okay.
with its focus on whole foods, fruits and vegetables, and healthy fats is a great model.
I used to think healthy eating meant giving up all the good stuff.
Right.
But then I discovered spices. It's amazing how flavorful healthy food can be when you get creative with seasonings and fresh ingredients. It's been a total game changer.
I agree. It's about reframing our relationship with food. It's not just fuel, it's a source of enjoyment and connection, especially as we age.
Okay.
Now, let's talk about social engagement.
Okay.
This is so much more than just having fun, although that's definitely a big part of it.
Yeah, I always say laughter is the best medicine, but I'm guessing there's some science behind this.
Absolutely. Strong social ties boost those feel-good hormones like oxytocin and dopamine, while reducing stress hormones like cortisol.
Hmm.
So it's like a natural mood booster and stress reliever.
I like it.
But here's what's really interesting. Research shows that social interaction actually strengthens the immune system and makes you more resilient to disease.
Wow. So it's not just about feeling happy. It's about being healthier on a fundamental level.
It is.
Okay, listener, think about this. Who are the people in your life who make you feel energized and supported?
Yeah.
When is the last time you reached out to them? Maybe it's time to schedule that coffee date or phone call.
Oh, it's so important to cultivate those connections, especially as we get older. Our social circles tend to shrink as we age, so it's crucial to make a conscious effort to maintain those bonds.
Okay.
Now, for our final pillar, we have stress management. We all know stress is a part of life, but what's important is how we handle it.
Right. It's like that saying, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And chronic stress, without healthy coping mechanisms, can take a serious toll on both our physical and mental health.
Okay.
Imagine you're constantly revving your car engine without ever letting it cool down. Eventually, something is going to break. That's what chronic stress does to our bodies.
Okay, that's a powerful image.
It is.
So how do we manage that stress, especially as we age and face new challenges?
Right.
I'm all ears.
Welcome back. I'm really eager to kind of delve deeper into these pillars with you.
Me too. Just thinking about these simple but powerful strategies has got me already brainstorming some changes I want to make.
Good.
What really stuck with me from part one was how exercise isn't about becoming like a gym rat. It's about moving our bodies in ways that feel good and fit our lives.
Yes.
But this guide, it goes beyond just like move more, right? It talks about specific types of physical activity that are especially helpful as we get older.
Right. As we age, our bodies change, and what we need from exercise kind of evolves too. This guide highlights this well-rounded approach that combines activities that build strength, flexibility, balance, and cardiovascular health.
Okay.
Each one plays a crucial role in maintaining independence and vitality as we age.
Okay, so let's unpack those a little bit. So strength training, is that really important for older adults? I always thought that was more for younger folks trying to like bulk up.
That's a common misconception. Strength training is super vital as we age.
Yeah.
It helps to maintain bone density, which is key for preventing osteoporosis and fractures, which becomes more and more important as we age. Plus, it helps to build and maintain muscle mass, which is essential for balance, coordination, and preventing falls.
Wow, I had no idea it was that impactful.
It is.
What kind of strength training are we talking about here?
Yeah.
I'm just picturing like those intense weightlifting routines, which honestly seem a bit intimidating.
I know, right? No. This guide emphasizes exercises that are safe and effective for older adults.
Oh,
Things like bodyweight exercises, squats, lunges, push-ups
Hmm.
can all be modified to suit any fitness level. Even using resistance bands or light weights can make a huge difference.
Okay.
And the great thing is, you can start slowly and gradually increase the intensity as you get stronger.
That's reassuring to hear. So it doesn't have to be all or nothing. What about flexibility? I know I've gotten a lot less flexible over the years.
Me too.
Yeah.
Flexibility is all about maintaining a range of motion in our joints. And that impacts everything from reaching for things on high shelves to simply bending down to tie your shoes. Those everyday movements become difficult and even painful if your muscles and joints are stiff.
Right. That makes sense.
Hmm.
So what's the secret to regaining that flexibility?
Well, practices like yoga, Pilates, and Tai Chi
Okay.
are fantastic for improving flexibility and balance at the same time.
Oh.
They combine gentle movements with stretching, which is perfect for older adults. Even just incorporating simple stretches into your daily routine can make a noticeable difference. And it feels amazing.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Tai Chi. Maybe that's something I should look into. Okay, next up, balance.
Yes.
I know falls are a major concern for older adults.
Yes.
So I'm guessing this is kind of a crucial area.
You are right. As we age, our balance can decline, which increases the risk of falls and injuries. This guide really stresses the importance of balance-specific exercises to improve stability and coordination.
What are some examples of those kinds of exercises?
Simple activities like standing on one leg, heel-toe walking, and sidestepping are surprisingly effective.
Wow.
There are also specific balance training programs designed for older adults that can be really helpful.
Oh, cool. Okay, and last but not least, let's talk about cardiovascular health. I know regular exercise is important for heart health.
Yes.
But is there a specific approach that's best for, like, older adults?
The guide recommends aiming for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity per week. That could be brisk walking, swimming, cycling, even dancing. The key is to find activities that you enjoy and that fit into your life.
Yeah, so it all comes back to, like, what feels good and sustainable. That consistency is key.
Consistency is key. All right, so let's shift gears to the second pillar, healthy eating. In part one, we touched on the dangers of processed foods and the benefits of the Mediterranean diet. But are there specific nutritional needs that become more important as we get older?
That's a good question.
Yeah. As we age, our calorie needs might decrease, but our need for certain nutrients actually increases. Oh, interesting.
For example, calcium and vitamin D are crucial for maintaining bone health, which, as we said before, is super important for preventing osteoporosis and fractures.
Right.
Protein is also essential for preserving muscle mass and strength, which tends to decline as we age.
So what are some good sources of those nutrients?
You'll find calcium and vitamin D in dairy products, leafy green vegetables, and fortified foods.
Okay.
Lean meats, fish, beans, lentils, and nuts are great sources of protein. And of course, fruits and vegetables should always be a staple in any healthy diet.
It's amazing how food can impact so many aspects of our health.
Mm,
What I really appreciate about this guide is that it emphasizes the enjoyment of food.
absolutely.
It's not about deprivation, it's about making healthy choices that are also delicious and satisfying.
It is. Food should be a source of pleasure and connection, especially as we age. We have more opportunities to savor our meals and share them with loved ones. The guide even offers suggestions for making healthy eating more fun.
Oh, like what? Like experimenting with herbs and spices, trying new recipes, and involving your loved ones in meal preparation?
Oh, fun.
Cooking and eating together can be a wonderful way to connect and nourish both body and soul.
Yeah, I love that. It's all about finding joy in the process. Speaking of connection, let's move on to that third pillar, social engagement.
Yes.
We talked about, the feel-good hormones, but I'm curious to delve a little deeper into the profound impact social interaction has on our overall health, especially as we age.
Yes, it goes way beyond just feeling happy. Studies have shown that people who are socially isolated have a much higher risk of developing chronic diseases like heart disease, stroke, and even dementia.
Wow, that's eye-opening. So social connection isn't just a nice to have.
No,
It's like essential for our well-being.
it is.
So what are some good ways for older adults to stay socially engaged?
Well, this guide recommends a variety of activities, from volunteering and joining social clubs or groups to participating in community events and, of course, spending quality time with family and friends. Even if mobility is a challenge, technology can be a great tool for staying connected through video calls or social media.
That's a good point. There are so many ways to connect these days, even if you can't physically be together. It sounds like those connections are more crucial than ever as we age.
They are. It's about combating isolation and fostering a sense of belonging, which contributes to both our mental and physical well-being.
Okay.
Now for our final pillar, we have stress management. We all experience stress, but as we get older, we might face different kinds of stressors.
Yeah, that makes sense. What are some of the unique challenges that can cause stress for older adults?
Well, retirement can be a big adjustment for some people, especially if they've strongly identified with their careers.
Right.
Health issues and the loss of loved ones are also common stressors that can become more prevalent as we age. Even changes in living arrangements, like moving from a family home to a smaller space or assisted living facility, can be stressful.
It sounds like it's important to have healthy coping mechanisms in place to navigate all these changes.
Right.
What does the guide suggest for managing stress in later life?
It emphasizes the importance of building resilience through a combination of strategies.
Right.
Regular exercise, mindfulness practices like meditation or deep breathing, spending time in nature, and engaging in hobbies that bring joy are all incredibly helpful.
Okay.
But here's a key point. Seeking professional help is a sign of strength, not weakness. If you're struggling to cope with stress, a therapist or counselor can provide invaluable support and guidance.
Yeah, I love that reminder. Sometimes we need a little extra support, and there's no shame in asking for professional help. Now, as we wrap up part 2, I'm struck by how interconnected these 4 pillars are.
Yes.
They all work together to support this holistic approach to healthy aging.
Absolutely. And what's so encouraging is that even small changes in any of these areas can have this ripple effect, positively impacting other areas of our lives. It's a reminder that we have more control over our well-being than we might realize.
So, listener, as we head into part 3, I want you to consider which of these pillars resonates most with you right now.
Yeah.
What's one small step you can take today to nurture that aspect of your well-being? It's about progress, not perfection. Every effort you make is a step in the right direction.
We'll be back in part 3 to kind of delve even deeper into these strategies for healthy aging and explore additional resources and support systems that can help you on your journey.
See you then. Welcome back to our final deep dive into healthy aging. I hope you are feeling inspired to make some positive changes in your life.
It's been fascinating, this journey exploring the 4 pillars: physical activity, healthy eating, social engagement, and stress management.
It really has. What's been so eye-opening for me is the emphasis on how it's never too late to start prioritizing our well-being. I feel like sometimes we get stuck in that mindset that once we hit a certain age, it's all downhill from there.
Yeah.
But this guide totally debunks that myth.
Exactly. The research is clear. Adopting healthy habits at any age can make a huge difference,
Yeah,
both to our physical and mental health. It's like hitting the reset button on aging.
I love that analogy. But let's be honest, changing long-held habits could be tough.
Oh, yeah.
Does the guide have any tips for making those changes stick?
Well, one of the most effective strategies is setting realistic goals.
Okay.
It's not about overhauling your whole life overnight.
Right.
Instead, focus on those small, sustainable steps you can gradually weave into your daily routine.
So it's about progress, not perfection. I can
Exactly.
get behind that. What else?
Well, finding an accountability partner can make a huge difference.
Okay.
Having someone to support and encourage you along the way, whether it's a friend, family member, or healthcare professional,
Yeah,
that can really boost your motivation and help you stay on track.
that makes sense.
Mm.
We all need a cheerleader in our corner,
Mm.
right? Especially when we're tackling something challenging.
Yeah.
Speaking of support, I remember you mentioned some like community resources and programs specifically for older adults.
Oh, yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about those?
Absolutely. There are so many amazing organizations out there offering everything from fitness classes and healthy cooking workshops to social groups and support groups specifically for older adults.
Wow, that's fantastic. I bet a lot of people don't even realize these resources exist.
You're right, and a lot of these programs are free or low cost,
Really?
making them accessible to everyone. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or you just don't know where to start, reach out to your local community center
Okay.
or senior center or your healthcare provider. They can help connect you to the right resources and support systems to thrive in this chapter of your life.
It's like having a whole team of experts cheering you on. This has been such an empowering deep dive.
It has.
It feels like we've been given this roadmap for navigating the aging process, like with grace, vitality, and a sense of purpose.
That's exactly right. It's
Yeah.
about embracing this stage of life with enthusiasm and a commitment to our well-being.
Yeah.
Remember, it's a journey, not a destination. There will be bumps along the road, but the key is to keep moving forward one step at a time.
As we wrap up this deep dive today, I want to leave you with this final thought. You are worthy of investing in your well-being. You deserve to live a life filled with joy, vitality, and purpose, no matter your age.
And every small choice you make, every healthy habit you embrace, is a gift you give yourself both now and in the years to come.
Thank you so much for joining us on this journey of discovery.
Yes, thank you.
We hope you feel empowered to kind of embrace the next chapter of your life with a renewed sense of possibility and a commitment to your well-being.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep thriving.